Hi everyone, my name is JT Pilot and today we'll be making another video. This time we'll be doing the May 2024 100 scale model airplane release news video. And yes, the month of May of 2024 has been a pretty eventful month in terms of releases. We've gotten lots of exciting models from a lot of manufacturers, so including NG models, Phoenix models, Gemini jets, Panda models, Aeroclasics, all the major aviation brands. There's lots of exciting models to go over in today's video. In today's news video, we have some new releases, we have new model photos, and we have some new mold announcements. So, nonetheless, let's get started off with the new releases. Starting off with the NG May 2024 release set highlights. So, here is the NG's May 2024 releases. They announced these at the end of April, so they did not make the cut for the last news video. So they're making it onto this news video. So NG Models has announced a trio of American Airlines McDonnell Douglas MD-83s. These are going to be fantastic models. Yeah, the pictures for them look great. I will be purchasing November 984 Tango Whiskey, the final ever MD-80 produced. So I'll be purchasing that for the collection. If I had extra money, I'd go for the early version and the other American MD-83. But these are going to be fantastic models. They already look fantastic. Cannot wait to review one for you guys. So you'll be seeing a review for that on my YouTube channel in the next few weeks. They also announced a Spirit A319 re-release and has kind of a boring release. And then two United First Owners Max 10s in the Sustainable Aviation Fuel livery. So those are going to be cool models. Won't be getting those though. Won't be getting those though, just because the Max 10 still hasn't been certified. So I don't want to really get too many of them. And I don't want this model to become a fantasy release. And I can never use that. Then I won't be able to use that model in airport updates. So we'll just wait on that model. Maybe I'll purchase it in the future. Maybe it'll be a CRP purchase. We'll have to see. And some more NG May releases. They announced them that so they're utilizing their brand new molds. So they utilize their new MD-80 mold, and now they're utilizing their new A330 Neo mold, including the A330-800 Neo with the Uganda Airlines A330. And they also announced a set of 4 Delta Airlines Airbus A330-800 Neos, including 2 in the Team USA livery and 2 in the regular livery. And yes, one of the regular livery ones is the Ultimate Collection packaging, so that is a delayed model, so you won't be seeing that. And I believe and then the Delta Team USA A330-800 Neo is also a Ultimate Collection model. Yeah, those are going to be great releases there. The pictures already look fantastic. I'll probably be purchasing one of them, so we'll have to see. And you got an Airlines A330-800 Neo. I wish I had a use for that model. That model looks fantastic. That's such a great release by NG. And they also announced another Air India A350, and the rest of the May set really was a poor set from NG. Lots of repetition, and I heard there's some rumors that by their July set they will be moving on to a new production schedule. Thank goodness, I cannot wait for some more unique releases. Yes, their NG July set should be the last set of these boring repetitive releases. Besides the new molds, the new mold releases have been good. This is old mold. Models have just been in their warehouse for a year or two, so yes, can't wait for some new material from NG. So moving on to Gemini just May 2024 releases. This is another solid Gemini release. They've been on a roll recently. Lots of good re-releases. So they announced another Copa First Owners Max 9. This time it does not have these special Max 9 titles on it. I used to have the older release, but I did sell it. I may purchase this model to bring it back into the collection. I really just wanted a normal livery one, so I may have to purchase that model. On the Delta Sky Team Boeing 767-400, that's a good release, but it's on that poor mold, so probably will skip on that one. The Lufthansa 747-400 is another good release. We'll be purchasing that one. Can't wait to have them all in the collection. Can't wait to finally have a passenger 747-400 in the collection. The Eastern Express Top 340 is another solid Gemini just released a good retro release and a regional release. That's great to see. Very unique release. Hopefully the landing gear is right on that model. They also announced an ITA Airways A330-900 Neo. Probably will skip on that model though, since I already have an ITA Airways A350 and I kind of want to save some money, so maybe I'll get that in the future. And the Air France 777 Yard. It's going to be another model that I'll be adding to my collection. It'll be another good opportunity to review the JC Wings 777 mold, and I know a lot of you guys like these international wide bodies because these reviews typically do very well, so I will be doing another review for you guys for the Air France 777. And then we have one Gemini just feature release they announced this month. It's the Delta 767-400 in the SG Komen livery. So this is the pink breast cancer awareness livery. So Herpa did this a while ago, and now Gemini just this is probably going to be the same quality as the Herpa one. Yeah, the molds are kind of the same. So yes, that's going to be an okay release there. I'll wait for NG or Panda to do that one. I really love this pink livery though, so that's a good release. And then Aeroclasics announced a really solid May set. Man, if their molds were better, it'd be fantastic for US collectors. But their molds are kind of meh for the Airbuses at least. So they announced several Airbuses. So they announced a JetBlue A320 in the new Veterans livery. So I was tempted to get that one. Probably won't though. I really because the color doesn't look too good on it. I'll just wait for NG to do that one. They announced a JetBlue A320 in the barcode delivery. So that's a good release there. Already had the Gemini disc version. And by the way, all the Aeroclasics A320s now, as indicated by the NG titles, do have new landing gear on them, so that's good to see. Aeroclasics announced a duo of Spirit A320 Neos. They announced one in the regular livery with a raccoon mask and one with the Mario titles there. I was tempted to get those, but then the mold's kind of poor, and I just want I want my Spirit aircraft to all look the same because I have an all NG Spirit fleet. So I'll just wait for NG to do this. I wouldn't be surprised if NG does since NG loves releasing Spirit aircraft. But the one Aeroclasics model I did purchase, however, was the Frontier A321 Neo in the America's Green Airline livery with Edward the Bald Eagle. That is a great model. I don't have time to review that model though, but there is outdoor photos for it on my Instagram account. It is a fantastic Aeroclassics model. Yeah, it's not as good as any other manufacturer's A320s, but for being an Aeroclassics model, it's fairly decent. They did miss some details on that though, so yeah. And Aeroclassics also announced a duo of 707, so that's always great to see the 707 being released, as well as the 727s. The USPS 727 is a really good release there. Same goes with the Continental DC-9 and the Republic Airways DC-9, so great retro airlines. And they also announced these TWA 747-100, so that's another good release there. And Phoenix Models announced several new models here. They had another solid set. No pictures for these because I don't want to, steal photographers' photos there. So we're just going to look for the text labels for these. There's a few models I may purchase in the future. So they announced a Latam A320 Neo. May purchase that for my Jacksonville Fictional airport. So that's one model I may purchase. I may get one of the Iceland Air 767s, maybe the magenta tail. That's such a beautiful livery. So great to see a new livery Iceland Air 767s being released. So that's good to see. The Korean Air MD-11s are good. That's a good set of good models there. The IL-96 is making a return in this release, which is good to see. The Continental 777's another solid release there. That'd be a good model to purchase in the future. Maybe we'll have to see. The Spirit A320 Neo, another Nintendo livery or another Mario livery one there. So there you go. So just pick one out you want because JC did one. Phoenix now has one, and Aeroclassics, like we said earlier in the video, did a release of that. So I'm personally just waiting for an NG version mode because all those molds are pretty mediocre. And moving on to the JC Wings May 2024 release set. So there's two JC sets in this video. So their May set, kind of repetitive though. It's kind of the same old, and just another United 747 Solbass livery, another Finnair MD-80, another Korean Air 747-8. The Scoots Embraer E90E2 is a good release though, and then the Sunwing 747 Max is probably the highlight for me at least. I may go for that model in the future. A lot of these releases this month are just maybe models, but that's a good release. The MD-11 House livery is a good release, but I believe JC already did that before, though. And same goes for all these other models. And then JC June is pretty much the same thing. Another mediocre set from JC Wings. The highlights in this set are the Bombardier CS100 test livery. That's a cool model. Everything else is kind of boring in this set. Iceland Air Cargo is a good release. Singapore 50 is a good release until you'll see something else later on in this video. The Royal Jordania is probably the highlight for me in this set. That's a good Embraer E190 E2 series, but as a future release, it may take JC a while to release that model. Then proceeding on to Panda models May releases. So they announced several new models, and these are actually good releases from Panda. Panda always knows how to do diverse sets and models that other manufacturers refuse to do. So we have a Qantas 737-800 with split skimmer winglets. That's a good release there for my Australian collectors. So solid release there. That's good. And then a Gold Boeing 737-800 in the old livery without winglets. So that's another solid release there. The Singapore A350-100 is a fantastic release there, and it has a ultra long range variant. So yes, that's a good model for the collection. The China Southern A350-900 is another good release there for Chinese collectors, even though I believe other manufacturers have already done that model. But Pan's A350 mold does look good, as you'll be seeing later on in this video. Then they released some more Nook Air, some person change. A lot of manufacturers have been doing these recently, so there you go. Those are interesting liveries. And we do have one new exclusive retailer model to announce. We have the JC Wings / SL Wings Air Canada Boeing 747-400 in the red livery. So this is a West Coast diecast exclusive. So if you want to buy that model from them, use my code JTPilot for 5% off at their wonderful store. And these are my picks for the models I'll be purchasing from this month's batch. So I'll be getting the Delta Airlines Team USA A330-100 Neo and probably just a normal packaging, just because the Ultimate one is delayed, so probably just get a normal one. Have not made a pre-order for that one yet, though. Still, it's a solid maybe model. I would get the standard livery version of that model, but I already had the Gemini version. That's a solid model. I don't really want to go for selling that model, so we'll just get the Team USA one to review their new A330 Neo mold from NG. The American MD A3 is a must-have from the NG May set. I already have that on pre-order, so that's gonna be a great model. The Singapore Airlines A350-100 by Panda. Panda's going to be a solid release there. And it's going to be a fantastic model. Always wanted one for the collection, so that'll be joining the collection. Then the Gemini releases, I'll be getting the Copa 747 Max 9, the Lufthansa 747-400, and the Air France 777. So solid international models, been needing some more, so those are going to be great for my Jacksonville Fictional Airport. And I already purchased and received the Frontier A321 Neo. That is a fairly decent Aeroclasics release. And then new 1/4 scale photos. So we got the new Gemini Jets April 2024 release photos. So overall, these models look great. All of them are solid, including the United Max 9 and Delta Spy 7, which I've already reviewed on the channel. So those are looking solid. And just coming out today is NG's April 2024 release photos. At long last, NG have kind of gone silent recently. It's taken them quite a while to release these. So at least these are finally coming out the factory. So the JetBlue A320 is looking good. People have complained about the window line. It doesn't really bother me too much. Honestly, I like just buying models to display them, and little details don't really bother me about it. It's all about just collecting, in my opinion. I don't really like nitpicking stuff, so the JetBlue looks great. The windows probably just need to be enlarged, but other than that, it looks great. No complaints. And then same thing with the JetBlue A321 in the new balloons livery. That's looking fantastic. And that A321 was a spotlight livery. These are fantastic models. Already have them on pre-order, and they'll be soon joining the collection. The BA Better World A328 looks great. Heard complaints about the engine color being wrong on that, but, it's still better than the Aeroclasics release, so yeah, let's look at the bright side. And then the Condor 757s look fantastic. I'm tempted to get one of them in the future. They just look great. The United 757 Stranger and Eva Blue livery is the main highlight from this release, in my opinion. It just looks fantastic. Cannot wait to get that model. And yes, it will replace my Gemini version, which I've already sold, so there you go. So making room for this new NG version. That's going to be a fantastic model. Then the Air India A350 is also going to be another fantastic model. That will be soon joining the collection. Yeah, and Air India will finally be returning to the airport update, so that's great to see. And that model looks fantastic, as well as its cousin that was announced in the May release. So there's a second Air India A350. I did not display that one, but it looks about the same. NG May photos. So the American MDAs are the main highlight. They look fantastic. There's no complaints whatsoever from me from them for those models. They look great. The United Max 10s look great as well. The cockpit ones kind of look a little interesting on them. I don't know. They look a little different on those. But other than that, they look great. The Uganda Airlines A330-800, pure perfection on that one. That's great. The American MDAs should be pure perfection as well. The Delta A330 Neos are looking fantastic as well. American 777-1 World Livery is looking good. And the Copa Starlines 737 is looking good. And then we have some other announcements, and we have one new mold from Panda Models. It's their brand new A350 mold. So They have announced a A350-900 mold and an A350-1000 mold using the new winglets. So these models, these molds look great. Cannot wait to see what Panda models decides to release on them. So yeah, great to have another A350 mold in the scale. About every manufacturer has one now. So there you go. And it would be interesting to compare all of them. So let me know if you guys are interested in a little comparison. And then NG Models has 2 new Instagram accounts now. Their old account did get deleted or something just happened to it. So now they have a brand new account. And just follow at NG Model Global. So there you go. And yes, and there's a screenshot of it if you guys are interested there. So and then they also have a European account as well, known as NG Models Europe. So there you go. And just follow these on Instagram if you want to learn more information about NG Models. And that's it for today's video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the May 2024 release news. I am sure the June release news will be interesting because this month, summertime is the time of 100-mile releases. There's often we get a lot of exciting releases, so we'll probably be seeing that this year. So yeah, so subscribe to my channel. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers and follow my Instagram account. So that's it for today's video. I'm JT Pilot, and I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this video, and have a wonderful day. Bye.